And hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Adventure Rolls Revenants Wake. Yes, we got a brand new setup here. I am finally done moving all those boxes and things like that. And we got a new angle that I got to remember to look at this area for the camera when addressing you all. But we are so glad to be back in action and start doing these things. We've missed you all. So looking forward to see where things go next. And speaking of which, when last we left our heroes, our party, having arrived in the city of Westgate after being pointed here by Rosa's father in a brief vision after confronting almost like blood oozes within the country of Cormyr. The party had arrived in the city, finding various things that have changed about it since Rosa was last here, but also eventually going to the Temple of Selune, finding the High Priest Grail, a tiefling man, and provided the party with additional information, and that Rosa and Ophelia's aunt, Eloe, is here. Which then led the party to the estate, finding it torn apart, asunder, and ruin. However, Eloe greeted the party with open arms and pointed out various traps that were laid around the house as a means to be able to protect against it. But then finding out various information that she came across through a Fey crossing to the south. And furthermore, that Rosa's father and parents came here because they were trying to protect against a potential sundering shard known as Selune's Blessing, and was one of the reasons that the temple was potentially constructed. And so, having many additional questions, our heroes, with the two parchments in hand, you all have decided to go ahead and make your way back to the Selunite temple. Time of day is currently into the evening, approaching probably about 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Torches are currently lit to go onto the various pathways for the courtyards and things of that nature. As you all start to make your way to the temple, Eloe has elected to stay back home, while Ophelia has elected to go ahead and join you all and come to the Selune Temple. So, as you all are on your way, is there anything you wanted to get taken care of real quick?
I was looking at my spells, but I don't think I have anything to do with that for the moment.
Okay. If there's nothing you all had in mind, then in that instance, you all make your way back to the temple.
I guess the one thing, sorry. I would want to see if it looked like especially when we left the house, but also when we're heading around, does it look like anyone's been keeping tabs on us or anything?
Good question. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
22.
22. As you are kind of scanning and looking around, you don't necessarily see anyone of note outside of the usual people and patronage that you would find roaming the streets at night, people taking care of various candles and the like, and making sure that the streets are well lit, and basically people trying to return home after a day's work and things of that nature.
Okay.
All right. So, as you all then go ahead and return, make your way back to the temple, you find that the temple at this point in the evening is a bit less lively than when you were there earlier this evening. But there are still plenty of people wandering around the various grounds and speaking with various priests and the like. Looks to be a halfling woman standing about 3.5 foot tall, fairly curly brown hair and blue eyes, walks on up to you. Oh, you all are back already. How may I be of assistance to you?
Gosh, I forgot his name. Can I find it? Grail!
Yeah.
You were about to say
I was trying to push the button, but I wasn't looking, so I kept hitting the volume, but that's not a button. So I was like, why? Oh.
Is Grail still here?
Shepherd Grail is definitely still here, but he's currently residing within his chambers. I doubt he has gone down to rest for the night. But if you were, I would ask, is it urgent that you speak with him, or?
I looked to the others. I mean, yeah, kind of right. I mean, yeah.
What time of day
we'll
is it
nod
right
along
now?
then.
To answer,
we don't want anyone else to get involved. Let's put it that way.
To answer your question, Alize, it's currently getting, it's about like 9 o'clock or so at night.
Oh. Well, I feel if we might be able to stay here, we could always address him in the morning. It is late, but it's not too late. So if we feel like we need to talk to him like this very exact minute, totally good. If we feel like we can table this for tomorrow to talk to him, that's also fine.
I kind of want to just like look at this personally.
Okay. Then let's talk to him.
So the halfling woman, she's gonna look. Well, in that instance, if you go ahead and follow me, then I'll take you back to his quarters. So, with that, she takes you, as she starts to lead you all, you start to make your way back, and you see like little simple wooden doors in the corners of this temple of sorts. As you open it, there's some stairs that lead downward. There are torches that are lit on the side. She seems to grab one as she leads you downward into what looks to be a kind of basement area that's used as, that has hallways with various doors and the similar things. Looks to be a little bit of a private chambers for those who are workers or priests within the temple itself. Eventually, going through a very long hallway, get to a little nicer, a little heavier wooden door with two, looks to be torches of sorts, but they're almost being lit by silver flame on either side of it. Gives a little knock, just. Yes, what is it? There are people here to see you, Grail. It seems, those from earlier you spoke with, one, Rosa, Gideon, and, Alize and Rezavin. She goes, yes, one moment. A few moments pass, eventually the door does open. He goes, please, come in. I trust you have something on your mind to come back to me so soon?
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Oh, it's no problem to me at all. As he kind of gestures you in. And you see it's a very simple study, basically with a bed on one side, a simple wooden desk with a small little oil lantern, and looks to be a very series of books, parchment, and ink, and quill of sorts. My apologies that I don't necessarily have more room for people to sit down, but you may sit wherever necessary if you deem it so. Man, quiet. So, what is it that brings you all back to me so soon?
I guess I'll like pull out I think Ophelia has one half.
She does, and she pulls out.
Yeah, and well, I mean, I'll just kind of hold it out like together, like with Ophelia. Do you know anything about this?
He looks it over, strokes his chin. I am aware of what it is, and that it is Selune's blessing. A circlet that one wears, made by the goddess during the Dawn War. Sundering Shard, I believe was what they're called.
Yeah. So we found this in the house, with a bunch of, like, security measures. And the more I was thinking about it, the more I think that maybe my dad wanted us to come here for this. And I kind of wonder if this might be the reason that he built the temple. Like one of them.
Well, no doubt one of the other reasons would be to honor Selune in this dark city. But I'll say at this point, go ahead and make for me a persuasion check, Rosa.
Oh. We'll try. Oh, I got a 19.
All right. 19 total?
Yeah, well, she has a +2, so I rolled pretty good for that.
Hey, there you go. You gotta love it. So as he kind of looks at that, looks at you, both you and Ophelia. Well, given what you informed me about your father and even your mother, the fact that a resident here spoke with him, that to need to come to this city for answers, I can indeed tell you that one of the reasons that the temple was made was to guard Selune's blessing. He and your mother have found it on one of their adventures, and they knew that it needed to be kept safe. So,
where'd they find it?
Well, that was one of the earlier adventures before your time. Back when they were more on Sword Coast.
Oh. Okay.
So,
Did they use it?
no, they didn't. They didn't plan on using it at the very least. But they were able to find various information on what it does through their own abilities and be able to, for both research but also mages, to be able to identify various elements of its properties.
What does it do? They didn't say in this.
From what we were able to surmise, it is able to, in its most base state, we don't know necessarily what it can do when it gets awakened and things of that nature, as Sundering Shards tend to do. What we do know is that it allows one to perceive, potentially through illusions and other magical effects, potentially, much more easily, where you're more resistant to the effects of magic, can still be susceptible to it, but just like the moon and how tricky it can be, can have an easier time overcoming falsehoods with magic.
Okay. Why did they never use it?
I don't know. Could be that maybe both of them, seeing that it was such a sacred object of Selune, maybe didn't think it was right for them to use such a thing. Or maybe they desired more to protect it rather than see it being out in the open.
Do you think that it would help the current situation we're in? Because maybe this wasn't what he wanted me to find.
Well, it could definitely assist. I mean, you yourself have said it, that you are going up against Dendar, Primordial. You have one shard in your presence already. And no doubt the other magical beings you're going up against, it could assist you in those regards as well.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did we say we had a shard?
No, you did not. Never mind. That was
Okay.
Me too. That was me too. That folks was an example of 2-week gap getting information skewed. But regardless,
Okay.
How did he know?
I was gonna say, let's go.
No,
Throw down.
no. But regardless, he goes. You already have some pretty powerful artifacts or magical items within your grasp. Another one wouldn't necessarily hurt.
Yeah. It's just if they didn't want to use it, maybe we should just leave it then. I would feel nervous asking to look for it if
that is your wish. If you wanted it, I know where to take you, but you would have to pass trials in order to obtain it.
Who made the trials, Dad?
Your mother.
Oh. That makes me more scared.
They are trials of mind, spirit, and strength. Your friends would be allowed alongside you. You would not be alone. But that is only if you wish it.
Just look at Ophelia. Like, I just want to see what her reaction is or anything.
Ophelia's reaction to this is one of the idea of potentially doing the challenges alone sounds very, you can kind of tell there's a little bit of a grin in her face at the idea of that. But even still, there is an unusual trepidation even within her stance at the idea of going through this and potentially of this whole artifact thing. So
what do you guys think? I don't really know. I don't want to do the wrong thing or like expose something like a super powerful artifact that we built the whole temple to try and hide type of thing.
I mean, we're the only ones who know about it, right? In this room?
effectively.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we're not 100% sure if whoever's got your parents are able to read the minds or do anything. So that is a potential threat if someone else would know about it.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
That's a good point.
I get one of those a day.
Well, there's your one of the day then.
He looks around for someone to give him a goal and just looks a little disappointed.
Give you a pat on your shoulder and reach up.
I mean, I guess maybe even to look at it might be a step. I don't know.
It could
to
be.
See if it would help. I'm not sure.
It could very well be that your father did bring you here to get that artifact as a way to potentially combat these opponents who took your parents. There's no doubt more information that lies here. There's more information that probably lies within your father's study. Or potentially even within the streets itself.
Do you think it is recognizable by a lot of people?
Sundering shards are not necessarily the most recognizable unless by the most learned individuals. Or those who are potent mages. The Temple of Shar might be able to recognize it, but again, I'm not confident on that one. But even then, seeing a Selune artifact, they would probably rather have nothing to do with it than wanting to take it.
Oh, you think they wouldn't want to try and, take it for themselves? I guess if she made it, though, maybe they wouldn't want to touch
desecrate it.
Desecrated possibly, but Sharans are a suspicious bunch. View her as more of a moon witch than anything.
Well, then that works in our favor, at the very least. Just with them not potentially trying to take it.
Potentially.
Even if they do know about it?
Potentially, but again, don't put anything past Shara or her followers.
Right. Do they know? I mean, does anyone know?
That it's here? Best of my knowledge, no.
And if they did know, they might not go after it, but they might set a trap if they all try to get to you guys.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying I think they know, but just thinking all possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Dad wanted you to have this, or at least know about it.
Yeah. I mean, if he was if I knew it was that, I think I would have an easier time taking it. I just don't want to do the wrong thing. This is kind of a big deal. There's a lot of pressure to have to decide, and I don't like pressure, and I just feel like there's a lot of things at stake with this one, and I didn't know he found that, that's a crazy thing to find. And also, I don't want to offend Selune if I just oh, here, I'm taking the thing you made, so.
Well, Ophelia would kind of look at you, Rose, and goes, what if he found it, then put it here, and then the intention was for us to find it and use it against Dendar?
Really far ahead of time?
Doesn't seem out of character.
I mean, can't clerics get premonition and things like that? We've been getting warnings from gods, right?
It depends upon the deity and that kind of thing. Even depends upon the cleric. So,
right.
But you've even said they've been fighting Dendar's cult this whole time. It's always hard to chop off the head. And he probably knew eventually he was going to get stronger again.
Yeah. Especially if they've been monitoring everything.
And when you have enemies, and especially when you have children, I mean, I have an undisclosed location of certain assets that I've hidden away for my own children in case of my own death from enemies.
What are you, secretly rich or something?
So I feel like there's a good potential.
Hell.
I feel like Ron Swanson, where she just has gold buried.
Exactly what I was thinking of. She's just hands a slip of paper. You have how much money?
The man who killed me will know.
I have gold hidden beneath that tree. Or do I?
The tree is gold. The whole forest. But I mean, I'm not really surprised about this. Now, none of my children chose the adventuring life, but I feel with the position that we've been putting ourselves in and all the goings on, it makes sense to probably tackle this trial, no?
I mean, yeah. And it does feel, I don't know if you felt this, Fee, but it has felt like Selune has been looking out for us, like going the extra mile a little bit. So, please, Selune, if we're doing something wrong, just don't let me pass the trial or something. I don't know, because I don't want to take your thing if you don't want me to have it.
Rosa, you understand that us probably not passing the trial probably means death?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, well, not that.
It's a trial!
Do you think your mother would really just...
Yeah, I don't think Mom would set up like a trial by death. I mean, would she?
It's a trial!
Maybe mostly death.
I
mean, the trials could be like a test where, like, you know, if we don't pass our English test or common test, then we don't die.
I don't know. I felt like I was dying most of the time whenever I couldn't be able to pass those grammar things.
Yeah, maybe.
What's parsing anyway?
The first time.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, shut up.
I doubt that this would outright kill you. I feel maybe... Could you take it again? Probably not. Maybe it's a, one person sort of thing. You either pass or fail and you can't do it again. Or you're deemed unworthy and branded, or maybe you do die. I highly doubt it. I don't know. If I set something up like this for my children, I wouldn't have the penalty be death. That's awful. However, I would have it extremely challenging. And, if they were really that clumsy and stupid enough to die, that's kind of on them at the same time. So, don't make it deadly, but, there's accidents, but not on purpose.
This is
not helping.
So that was a roller coaster.
Meanwhile, Alize's trials, whenever someone dies, there's just get good rings out.
Get good. Well, like if you put like a cavern sort of thing in, and that the capabilities of someone, they can easily traverse that, but they accidentally trip, or they get, they fall into the cavern, and then it's like, well, that was unforeseen. You had the abilities to do so, but they failed that, right? Like, it's a poor example. I'm just saying, I don't think your parents, like, I wouldn't put that in. I'd highly doubt.
Well, I guess it depends. Well, I don't know. Was she making it just for us, or was she making it for anyone? And do you think it's a death thing, or do you think it's like just you fail and leave?
Grail looks and says, the trials were intended both as an additional security measure, just to make sure that those who would try to get through were potentially deemed worthy, and, well, additional protections. All I know is that it's trials with the mind, spirit, and strength. Beyond that, I have no idea what they entail. But if you desire to do it, again, as stated, I can at least guide you to where they will happen.
Okay. Is there a time we should do it?
That is entirely up to you. If you wanted to attempt it now, we absolutely could. But if you wanted to wait a little bit longer, then we can attempt it then.
Well, Gideon is like barely standing, so I think he should sleep before we do anything. Because you said they could help.
They could.
Yeah.
They could potentially help. They can help. I'm sorry. I was misunderstanding your question.
Fee, what do you think? What do you want to do?
Personally, I would love to try it now, but I mean, you are right. Gideon is kind of leaning on his glaive there a little bit much.
Yeah.
What?
The
Well,
pointy
you-
end
you
should
want-
go in the other direction, big guy.
Gonna cut yourself. You want to though, like, Fee?
Well, I mean, it's a challenge. It sounds fun and interesting, but in all honesty, though, I think it could potentially help in some capacity. After all, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
I mean, we could definitely like rock, paper, scissors. Who takes it for sure?
Seems a little-
Or maybe
I'm
Selune
just
will
kinda
see
kidding.
both of you and be like, here you go.
what, like we both get one half?
Double it.
No, I mean like she'll like there will be a choosing of something. You know, sometimes the gods maybe
Mm.
she'll intervene and be like, all right, you sister should get the tiara. Whatever
Maybe
it
she'll
is.
threaten to kill you and put like an image on your wrist, something like that, unless you wanna
This isn't the Raven Queen.
That's fair.
I would hope that would be sad, actually, if that happened. I don't think it would.
Selune doesn't seem the
That's
type.
kind of cool.
Yeah. Actually, though, that's kind of a good point. Fee, I know you don't sit and like think about things very much, and you especially don't like sit and meditate, but I think we should.
Backhanded
so.
compliment.
I think that we should take the night and we should both like really think about it. And if it's something that we feel like we should take, or who should take it, or whatever.
Okay.
Good. I know you can do it.
We really need to work on your tone.
What? I really do know you can do it.
Yeah, it's just the way that you say it. It comes across very what's the word? Pandering?
Pandering.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have the mom tone going on.
Okay.
Rosa.
You get used to it.
You're smart and capable, and you're so good at doing things when you set your mind to it. I know you.
Yeah, and
can
your
do it.
soul, the soul right there. That's where it injected in a little bit.
I'm being what?
You're doing great.
Maybe I'll just stop talking forever if I just okay, whatever.
No.
We're just messing with you.
It's the panic induced state and the weight of such an important, incredible mantle, and also the timing and the hurriedness in which we need to finish this task that I feel gives insurmountable weight and panic. There's nothing you're doing wrong, Rosa. Like I'm not trying to like joke or anything. There's nothing. It's the sister talk. It's the sibling thing.
Yeah.
Older siblings always come off as condescending to the others, but you're not really meaning it.
No, never do. I just try to be encouraging.
Yeah, so Ophelia, don't, you know.
Okay.
You know, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm just gonna step out.
Zach, hand me that shovel. Why don't you?
Yeah. You want to take a turn with it?
Nope, I'm good. So you guys are going to do great, is what we're all trying to say.
Just sit and pray about it, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No worries. Also, Rosa, I didn't mean any offense by it. I was just having a little bit of fun.
Oh, okay. The pressure of the most like sacred thing to our religion being found is kind of, really yeah.
I get it. I understand. But it'll be fine.
Hope so.
So that Grell then leans. In that case, let me know if you want to. Whenever you need to do it, just seek me out. If I'm not up top, ask for one of the priests to be able to come and get me, and I'll take care of things from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. May she who guides see you through the night.
You too.
He gives a nod, and with that, he then stands up, goes to the door, opens it up, and then motions it out. Until next time. Farewell.
See you tomorrow.
So that he'll go ahead and close the door. What do you all do from here?
Camera pans and he's like, "Oh my god."
I just wanted to go to sleep.
I just want bed.
The longest day.
I guess it's oh my Selune.
You could say oh my stars. No, that doesn't work.
Oh my moon.
Oh my moon.
It's the moon's
Stars
fault.
too.
Yeah, it works.
All right. So we can just keep thinking throughout the night and take our rotations, and at least we can stay here, right?
I mean, we could stay here. We could stay back at my house.
Whatever is most comfortable. Maybe we stay here for the protection of the temple and proximity, so we can just get up and go right thing in the morning.
Would they have any places for us?
I don't know. I'd sleep in the general area. There were some benches, right?
Not really.
Well, I was gonna try and look into the library more. There's a ton of books to read from Dad. So if you guys don't mind, can we just go back to my place? Then there's an extra person to guard too.
Yeah.
And I'd want to look out for her.
Whatever makes you feel the most safe, and information is always good.
There's a lot to comb through still.
Mm-hmm. So then as you all make your way back, anyone keeping an eye out for things before? Go ahead and make perception checks.
$21.
Yeah, I've been rolling real low.
Not 21.
Not 21.
Wait, what'd you get, Reservin?
16.
Oh, okay. Gideon?
Like 7. He's just got a song stuck in his head. And he's kind of raving while we're walking down the street.
And Alize.
I got a nat 20 for 26.
Okay. For 26, let's see. As you are currently looking around, none of you really seem to catch anything off in the distance. Alize, you, however, think you catch a quick glimpse of something off in the corner of your eye in one of the bushes far down the road, way about 60 feet away from the Selune temple. Kind of a bush almost, but then it's a quick little bit of a vanish. But it's a blink and you miss it type thing, and so you barely just caught it. But it's hard to tell what it was.
Okay, I'll make the others aware and just keep my eye out as we're walking. And get Cal to maybe do some scouting and stuff and get him to help.
Okay. So then, as you continue to make your way on, I'll say go ahead and make a general perception check for Cal as he's scouting.
He has an 18.
Okay. He doesn't really seem to spot anything out of the ordinary. The rest of you seem to... Again, it's just a rather calm, slightly chilly night, just being off the coast as the wind from the air, from the catching onto the sea, getting into the port and the city itself. But it is a fairly nice night with the moon up above, and I will say at this point you are seeing that small red sliver has slightly started to grow just ever so much. It's not to the point where it'd be like a waning or element of the moon, but it is starting to grow ever so slightly. And clouds are covering up above, and as you continue on, everything seems to be fairly normal as you make it back to the house. Relatively fine. Yes.
Are there any marketplaces or trinket places or like souvenir type things?
Those would be more toward the front, the entryway, and they would definitely be closed down by now. But you definitely would have spotted them on your way in.
Cool.
All right. As you make your way back into the house, Rosa, you said you were going to be going ahead and checking out the rest of that library, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I mean, if she needs help, yeah. I think if she needs help, I'm happy to help get books and also have Cal as well, because he helped at the last library situation.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take help for sure.
Okay.
Ian is gonna find like a room or an area next to like a window that's facing out towards the coast as much as he can, or just a nice view. And he's taking out the bottle of wine that he stole from the library, the Harper's Library back when.
Yep.
He's gonna start drinking a bit.
Okay.
Resident's gonna find Gideon.
How many sessions has it been since trying to get this to happen? I think it's been literally 3 months in real time. So, okay, D&D.
It's finally happening. You guys should go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah, but with that, Resident, as you go, Gideon, I'll specify for you first. You go to a little more of a second floor type area, and you find a loft where there is a circular window of sorts. Very similar to how Doctor Strange's window looks like, but not exact. There's definitely the panes, definitely meant to look different phases of the moon almost. But it's fine, decent looking chairs, but still still slightly beat up. But definitely a decent place to go ahead and look, as even a shadow, the light of the moon is being cast in and creates a shadow of sorts. So, and with that, Resident, you're able to walk up, and you do find Gideon in this state.
I'll just kind of wander in and take a seat somewhere nearby.
Want a drink? Good wine.
Sure, I can have some.
You've had wine before, right? I think we've introduced you to it.
Back home we had wine.
Good. All right. Well, just hand him the bottle.
To look for a glass.
Nah, you just take a swig. We're brothers.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
We just always drank out of glasses back home.
Yeah, that's the bougie way to do it.
Bougie?
Nicer way. The sophisticated, well, the better way to do it. It's just the easier way.
Do you want to do it this way, or should I go find some real
No,
quick?
this is fine. Perfect. If you would like a glass, you can go get a glass for yourself.
No, this is fine. And you'll take a drink.
He'll just kind of sit there, and he's gonna have a minor illusion, a little light, dances through the stained glass a little bit, kind of making like reflections out. So you doing all right with your visions and stuff? You okay that we're here?
I think this is where we need to be. Are you feeling like we're in the right place?
Yeah. We're on the path. I feel like God seemed to be helping point us in certain directions we need to be in at the right time. Helping each other out.
Are you where you want to be?
That's a deep question, my friend. I don't know where I want to be fair. Where I'd want to be, sitting in a hammock along the coast fishing with no threats around the world and no one in danger. Or in some fancy courtroom making sure someone gets off because they stole bread to feed the hungry or something.
But with everything as it is and everything that you know, where do you want to be?
You're helping, my friend.
Is that genuine?
Yeah, it's definitely genuine.
Okay.
He can't hide it if he wanted to right now. So. I mean, all of us have something or someone in danger. And it's clear to me that we're all tied together in this. So by helping Rosa, help me. Helping me helps Alizag. All in turn helps you. I do believe that. Now, at least.
We will help you too.
I know. Can I ask you a question, though?
Yes.
Well, I guess that's the question. Dang. Can I ask you two more questions?
Yes.
I always love making the DM facepalm. When you when we went to the temple, it seemed like you were questioning yourself, maybe. What helped get you over that?
I am not over it.
You don't think you're good enough to do this?
No.
I definitely think you are. I've seen you do a lot of many great things because you have faith and you care so much.
Do you think you are good enough to help your friends?
I do, actually. That's why I'm here. I didn't think I would, and I put you in danger. I wouldn't have come along. I don't know if we're all going to be enough, though.
So you don't think we are good enough?
Let me rephrase that. I think we are. I just am still scared. scared when I think I'd be brave. Last couple nightmares have kind of shaken me, to be honest. That dragon real shook me real good, too.
Why are you afraid?
Because we keep on walking into things. And I don't know if we're lucky or if together we're stronger than apart. But every time I see something bigger than me, stronger than me, I just see all my other friends and know that they're right now hurting. I don't want that to happen to you guys. All these fights where my mind gets controlled, where I can't move. I get terrified. Can't help you guys. Can't protect you. You've been lucky in those fights. What if that happens in the wrong fight?
So when you are afraid, how do you go past it?
I let it fuel me. Just lose myself in it. Let it consume me until I crack everything down in front of me. I want it to be a little different. I want it to have purpose. Not just a fire that blazes, but a fire that's directed. Fire that fights evil. Fire that burns away the darkness, you know?
And how will you do that?
I've had an idea, which scares me. That's why I'll be off my game a little bit. My last dealing with a god didn't go so well. Again, not your fault, all me. That was mine. I'm looking at his wrist for a second, making sure it wasn't burning. Like, and I don't know how this next move will go, but I was wondering if you would introduce me to your god. I really like what he's done for you. And I wasn't kidding when I said I don't mind offering my soul to keep my friends that are dead safe. The Raven Queen helps me. And I don't mind offering my body to you and your god. Make sure it keeps you all safe. So, kind of was gonna see if your god would be interested in using me too.
You can do that.
No questions? You just trust me enough?
Yes, I trust you. And I guess he chose me. And I was the least in our group. So I think anybody can be welcome, no matter who they are.
I always heard a phrase, those that are less of can be made into some of the greatest things. They have more room, the things that allow them to make them great.
I can do this for you. But I do have something to ask you also.
Anything.
Did you try not to sleep last night?
Anyone else ask me that question, and I'd for sure try and lie. You're like the one person I don't like lying to. Yeah, like I said, I was spooked by that dragon. Last time I went to sleep, didn't really wake up too well. So, yeah, didn't really feel like, at the very least, living my nightmare over and over again, and at the worst, being captured by some sort of cultist or god or anything. Didn't really trust my mind at the moment. Still don't.
Is this one of those fears that you said you'd push through?
Yes. I've had to push through every night. I go to sleep anyway. Yeah, eventually I would push through this one too.
I've seen what happens when you get angry and push through and your face burns away. And it comes back and you get better. But if you do not sleep, I don't think it will be good for you. I don't think you will be good again. Like, that you can be able to help like you normally do.
Yeah. I wouldn't let it get that far, but appreciate that. Make sure to sleep. This wine was going to help me actually sleep tonight. He takes the bottle back and takes a big swig.
But if you want, I can introduce you to Noralis. Or whoever comes.
I really like that.
Let me get something set up. And I'll start making like a little boundary of bones and stuff kind of around us.
But you know what? I'm not even going to ask. Those are bones. All right.
Perfect. So while you're getting that set up and starting to prepare the various ritual, we'll go ahead and jump over to Rosa and Alize in the library. So as you both make your way to the library, starting to prepare, get out the various books, what information are you all trying to seek?
Let me see here. Because we found the guy, actually. Or Brimma.
Eli and Brimma Blackwood.
Yes.
Blackmore.
Yes. So we found that last time. So, which is great. Glad we found it. But I think now she does want to...
Yeah.
Oh, because I found the book. I found the book to the fugue plane, but I just couldn't focus. So I want to see if I can...
Yep.
Try and focus on that a little better.
Sure. So you found the book on... So you'll be reading the book on the fugue plane. What are you looking for, Alize?
I'll give you a little tour too. I'll be like, this is all of his exploration journals. This is his section on Dendar. This is his section on the Feywild. And I just give you all like.
And there's a selection on deities and the like. So,
I mean, I suppose I can just look at more deities and try to see if there's any more patterns or names that we've recognized. But also, is there anything that Rosa wants me to look up specifically?
Sure.
That sounds good. Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll say Alize, go ahead and make both Rosa and Alize go ahead and make investigation checks.
Okay.
Guidance myself, please. 25.
Nice.
Okay.
18.
18. 25, 18. Okay. So, real quick, with Alize for the deities, you're kind of scanning and looking, and you find that there are extensive books talking about any number of deities and the like. I'll say what pattern, I'll specify further. What patterns are you specifically trying to look for?
Patterns?
Or things...
Well, like... Cult behavior, I guess, specifically with, like, Dendar... Okay. And then, like, the logs of the, adventuring parties, and if there's any names that I may recognize as we've been going through it.
Okay.
Our adventure so far.
Okay. All right. So shifting gears then to Dendar. With that for an 18, basically you're able to find a lot of information that you already are aware of about Dendar, that she is the night serpent, she feeds off of nightmares, and her whole shtick is that she's to be released and consume the sun to bring basically the destruction of Toril. And the cults basically have been trying to do that. However, you're able to figure out that the cults were able to get very close to unleashing her about 20 years ago. And that's what a lot of the things on the Pirate Isles and their incursion was centered around. And strangely enough, the name Daxos, a tiefling warlock, comes up as a notable former follower of Dendar, as Dendar was his patron, effectively. And he was, before his untimely demise and eventual resurrection, was a member of the Weary Travelers. It was after his resurrection that he became a follower of Bahamut.
Okay. Okay, but as far as, like, if there's any stuff about, like, oh yeah, we, defeated this cult leader of this name here, or, we ran into or came across information from this person.
Okay, yes, specifically about the cult of Dendar, or just in general?
Of Dendar, yeah. Okay. So just following that pattern, so as I'm reading this, I'll be like, oh, okay, are there, diving in more?
A lot of the names that you're able to come across that you have encountered already along your travels, specifically Anaya and the likes, being the former pirate, and things of that nature. There's really no mention of her apprentice with Cyril. There's no mention of her or anything like that. It seemed like she wasn't necessarily maybe that high ranking or even that worthy of note. Potentially just a general cult member at that point.
Okay.
So a lot of the information seems to be general things that you have picked up along the way at this rate, with an 18.
That's fine.
All right.
Cool.
So Rosa with a 25, you're able to pick up that the Fugue Plain is a plain of swamps and ash. There are notable ruins and the like, things of that nature. There are definitely like ruins and castles and things of that nature. But with a 25, what you're able to find out is that not only is this home to Dendar, but this was once home to Kelemvor. So, because this was not only a place where people's nightmares were attached, but it's sometimes where people's souls went to be judged after death. and you have encountered the name Kalimvor before. You would know that the name Kalimvor, he was the previous god of death before the Raven Queen took over. People are not sure what happened to Kalimvor after the spell plague.
Yes.
So
makes sense. Has Dendar always coexisted with Kalimvor, or did she like take over after Kalimvor?
So it seems that they basically existed on the same plane, but in different areas of the plane of existence. So one area seemed to be home to souls, another area seemed to be home to more nightmares and the like.
Okay. Does it say anything about what happened to Kalimvor's part once he was gone?
As far as you're able to tell, it seems that it has largely fallen to ruin. And that he was dead, as stated, there seemed to be castles and the like. Got serious case of mushmouth there, my apologies. But definitely had elements of being almost falling into ruin a little bit.
And then, is there something about the plane that makes it easier for souls to be kept there? Or, like, as she's reading about it, does it make sense why Dendar would keep a bunch of people there? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, is there any connection?
So basically, just with the way that it is designed and the fact that it is almost like a place of limbo, almost. To those, with the 25 especially, you would know that the fugue plane is typically not only where souls go to be judged, but it's where souls remain if they didn't necessarily have like were attached to a specific deity or even devil potentially. This is just large. It's almost as seen as limbo to a certain degree, but not the actual plane of limbo, because that also does exist. But just to use a point of comparison.
Sure. Would it be a bad thing for them to be there, or would it be okay?
It depends upon the individual. Some people wouldn't necessarily care. It's just seen as another area for the soul for the afterlife to potentially go.
Okay. And does she see any ways that you can get there?
Yes. With a 25, you would definitely be able to ascertain that the most common way is via something known as a spell known as plane shift. And you would need a tuning fork specifically attached to that. You would know that is a 7th level spell, so you would need someone who is a very potent caster to be able to do it. Other means, you would know that there is a means to be able to do so if someone maybe had a portal linked to it, similar to like a Fey crossing almost. So,
does it speak to any like locations of like a tuning fork or a portal, or any like hints of where that might be found?
Yeah, as you're reading it, you gather that the tuning forks really depend upon the caster. They're not things that would necessarily be able to be sold in stores or even in major cities, just because they are that powerful of a material component. So you need to find a potentially strong caster who potentially has it, or potentially even a priest. But as far as portals, it seems to be the indication that the person would almost need to open up a portal to the fugue plane. And as to whether or not it maintains, it depends on a lot of other factors. So you can almost make a portal anywhere and it could potentially work.
Do you have to be super high caster level for that too, or?
You could all of these you figure out looking at it, you could potentially do them yourself as long as you maybe had a scroll. As long as you had a scroll or a tuning fork, you might be able to do it. But if you're not a strong enough caster, there's a chance that you use the scroll and nothing happens and it fizzles.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense. I'm taking lots of notes in character.
You rolled high enough to be able to know all of this, so.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, she's definitely focused on that.
So, perfect. So, is there anything else you wanted to do research on, or are you all pretty much good? Because this will take you, I will say, getting all of this will probably take you decently into the night, probably approaching about like 11, almost midnight.
Okay. I guess the only other thing would be I would want to see if I could find anything on my dad's adventures that might be interesting. Whether that be maybe when he found, like around the time period it was told he found the circlet.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't outright be like, I found this, but like what's around it that might be interesting or telling.
Sure. I'll say go ahead and make a journal investigation.
And I'll help her with that.
Sure. So you both can go ahead and roll investigation, or one of you can go ahead and roll with advantage.
I'll let Rachel have advantage.
Wow, right. Thanks. I'll guidance too. 17.
17. As you're kind of scanning, looking around, going within the various journals, you see that there are definitely recountings of the various adventures and travels, and they're very generically labeled as called Our Travels, like Volume 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing. It's very uninspired. But
yeah,
as you're kind of scanning, you think you're able to find it just based upon the fact of probably about Volume 4 or so, just because, again, elves live long lives. This seems maybe about right to when they're venturing around on the Sword Coast.
Is there any talk about like where it may, like he might have found, like was it like a temple or?
Yeah, as you're kind of scanning
about it.
Yeah, as you're kind of scanning and looking about, there's a lot of talking about the spell plague and things of that nature, because the spell plague was a very long period of time, and there is mention of finding a strange artifact buried deep within the dwarven mines of Gauntlgrim near Neverwinter, which you would know that those are ruins of mines. They have not been active for hundreds of years, and potentially pretty dangerous. So the fact that it was down there is very curious, but not unsurprising, as drow do tend to go around. So maybe they're keeping it as a bit of taunting, is what he was surmising, as it does seem that there is a fierce battle that he got into with a priestess of Lolth and the like.
Okay, interesting. Cool. That sounds interesting. Also, last question about that. Was there any, like, what was it? Did he mention having any, like, moods about, like, why he wouldn't keep it or why he wouldn't want it or anything like that?
Yeah. So with your 17, it's hard to pick out exactly, but it seems that there's just the fact that he has a very intense reverence toward it. And I will say he actually does provide a description of what it looks like. And there's even kind of like an etching of it, where it looks like it's almost, it is a circlet meant to go around the forehead, where it's almost designed, etched like a wreath of sorts on the outside that goes completely around the forehead with a crescent moon in the center. Then from there, almost like slight eyes of sorts right beneath the bow of the crescent moon, which you recognize as the symbol of Selune. And there's very strange runic almost markings going up and down, going just completely around the circlet itself. So there just seems to be, as to why he wouldn't necessarily want to wear it, is that there's just an element of him holding this artifact in such high regard in his sacred nature, but also understanding that there's great potential in this to uphold either the will of Selune or potentially even take down her foes.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yes. All right. So with that, as you all are starting to continue on your research and go and things of that nature, we'll go ahead and jump back to Rezavan and Gideon. Rezavan, you are finishing up getting the bones together for the ritual. What do you do?
Sit with me in here.
These are humanoid bones?
They are different ones from different places.
Are there any bones of people we've killed?
No.
Okay, good. Don't haunt me. He gingerly steps over the bones and we'll find a place to sit. Trying his best not to touch anything.
Usually it can feel cold.
Okay.
And I hope you aren't afraid of undead things.
It'd be a little hypocritical.
Okay. Well, I will begin to trance and you can try and focus with me. I will try and connect with you. I'll hold up my hands for you to take them.
All right, sure. I'll take his hands. Should I be praying or something?
Just be open.
I'll be open.
So I will begin to kind of enter into like the trance prayer thing to try and connect with Neuralis, or was it Fenris, or whoever wants to come talk to me, and begin that.
So for that, Gideon, you're just following along. You're not You're not necessarily adding anything to this. Just making sure.
I'm just open.
Fair enough. Okay. So with that, I'll say for Rezavan, go ahead and make a. We'll do the fun thing and make it a wisdom-based religion check.
Okay. Let's see. $15 plus 3 plus 2, so 20.
20. Okay. As you go into this trance of sorts, Gideon, you're opening up your mind to the idea of meeting this entity. Everything, Rezavan, this is a familiar thing that you felt. Everything starts to come down to a little bit of a calm. You feel your heart rate start to slow down. Breathing comes to be more natural. Gideon, you at the same time start to feel the temperature start to drop. There's almost like a rolling fog starting to roll in that you have not seen before. But this temperature you have felt whenever Rezavan has had these moments. But you start to see the rolling fog come in. And eventually, out of the fog, you see the familiar faceless floating cloak but with skeletal hands. Hello, Gideon. And that's we're going to take a break for tonight. All right, we'll see what happens next, folks. This is going to be very interesting. Very fun first half. A lot of lore, a lot of emotional beats. It's things that you'd love to see in Dungeons and Dragons. It's one of the reasons that we play. So with that, you're not going to want to miss what comes next, folks. Stay tuned. welcome back, everybody. If you're just now joining us, our heroes have found out a lot of information regarding the Sundering Shard known as Selune's Blessing, and that is indeed located here in Westgate, and that her Rose's father made the temple as a means to protect it. This is finding out various information regarding Dendar, the Fugue Plane, and also now Revenant and Gideon, as the two have currently gone into a bit of a ritual where Gideon is seeking to connect with Neuralis. And so as you all have largely finished this ritual, the chill in the room has gone down. You can swear you can almost see your breath. There's a bit of fog rolling on in, and this faceless cloaked figure but with skeletal hands emerges and, hello, Gideon.
Well, hello. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Is Revenant there and like aware as well, or is it like?
Oh yeah, Revenant, you are aware that Fenris has addressed Gideon.
I'll just give you a nod of like reassurance.
Okay, just making sure. Gideon LeBlanc, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He looks down at Revenant. So, I am aware of your desires to become acquainted with Neuralis.
That would be my request, yes.
I would like to inquire as to why.
Well, seems you are familiar with Revenant's situation, and in her and mine, I would assume. If you are hearing everything we're talking about, I'm not sure how that works, but
I am aware of everything that I am permitted to be aware of. I indeed do know of you, and the fact that your soul is not with you, and you are some form of undead.
that makes it a lot easier. It's kind of hard to recap all that.
I'm also aware that you have laid claim to the Raven Queen.
Well, she laid claim to me, yes, correct. And in return, I have offered my services to her. But you kind of hit, well, the nail on the head, like you said, or the coffin. No offense. This duality that I find myself in, it's new and not something I've asked for. However, I do know what I wanted in life was taken away from me. And I don't want that to happen to my friends here. Revenant, I've seen do so many wonderful things, offering security to those that are threatening the innocent. I've seen him give food and reassurance to the sick. I feel the path in front of him is going to be great. I feel there's potential in all three of our friends to do so much more greatness in front of them, and I want to make sure that they get there to be able to do that. Last time I failed, my soul and their souls were taken, but I was given a gift I now see as a gift from my friend to keep my body. So I was offered a second chance to save those souls, to try and bring rest to my friends. So I offered my soul to the Raven Queen. And well, I'm an old man. I'm not going to be living here too much longer. I feel like my body can be used for good as well. And these gifts that I have, this rage and fire, it does hold me back with fear many times. But I've learned to push forward and trust in my friends, trust in the good it can do, and learn to hone it and direct it to be that extra wall that they need to defend and do good. I would like to continue to offer that. And I've seen what Revenant has done through the name of Neuralis. So if I could be a vessel to offer my body, whether it be my strikes, my attacks, or hell, if I die and he needs my body, he can have it. I want to make sure to protect him even after I die. So, if you or Neuralis is willing to have me, I'd be more than happy to offer up that as a vessel to continue to protect, book, Revenant, and the goals that you have. Really the innocent.
There's a brief pause. As you can see, Fenris almost slightly hovering above the ground. The bones the wrist kind of snap back and forth as there seems to be pondering going constantly through. As he slowly moves forward and starts to just almost lean down. As they speak, you can feel even almost icy breath come out. Touches your skin. You swear you feel parts of your cheek almost become frostbitten. And he just goes, "What exactly are you offering?"
Have to be a warrior. Your name, champion if you wish. I want to keep Revenant safe. And I want to fight the things that are trying to fight against Neuralis and his family. If I could hit harder, if I could be a warrior under your name, my body, of course, then it's yours.
He kind of leans back and you just hear almost even though it seems like there's almost no skeleton, you swear you hear slight popping of the spine, just going back as it leans back and starts to become a bit more upright.
That's so nice.
I won't lie, when I was describing it, I was like, that actually sounds really good. Okay. Turns to you, Revenant. And you can speak to his character that he would follow through on this deal?
Yes. Long time ago when we first met, you told me to trust them. And I do trust Gideon. I've seen him, his heart for people, the way he cares, his ability to be strong, to face things that he has been afraid of. He has been loyal. And I trust him with everything.
I did try and run away once. Just want to put that out there, but I turned back and I didn't leave. Just being fully honest on it.
Fenris kind of slightly nods to all that's going on. It is not unusual for there to be someone to be tied to multiple gods. There are paths, some warriors in the past who indeed have connected to it. Since you are devoting your body and not necessarily your spirit, I do not see how this would conflict with the Raven Queen.
Glance at my wrist real quick just to see if there's anything.
There's a slight glow of amethyst, but it's not burning. It seems to be more alert.
I don't think she objects.
We will make this arrangement known with Neuralis. If he deems that you are worthy for this gift, you will know.
All I ask. Thank you.
And with that,
I don't know the range of your abilities. Can you maybe tell his father his son is coming for him?
Those are unfortunately beyond my scope. I am but merely a messenger. And I am a messenger to who Neuralis has deemed.
Fair enough. I'm glad he deemed Revenant worthy then.
With that, he'll give a nod. Is there anything else you wish? He kind of looks over to you, Revenant.
I think that is all we need for now. And I hope that Neuralis will see the value that I see in Gideon.
With that, he gives a nod, and eventually the fog fades and the temperature returns to normal.
I'll give Revenant a big hug. That was the nicest thing
We'll
anyone's
hug you
ever done
back.
for me.
You deserve it.
Keep on saying it, I might believe it one day. Same
You
deal.
deserve it.
Oh yeah, all right. No, I believe it. Thank you.
That was easier than I thought.
You're quite convincing.
If you feel any response in the morning, I can perform a ceremony to have you be dedicated to his service. And maybe it will help you, at least for a little bit.
Sounds good. know you like that spell. A good one.
It is nice to be able to do something like that.
I agree. You think 2's enough, right? I don't need to go around and start collecting gods or anything.
Like Infinity
I
Stones.
think you can do what you want, but you probably want to make sure the gods all get along.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't want to be greedy. You know, not like gym badges that you collect or something like that. That'd be wild. I think 2's enough. I'm very humbled that they'd even be open to working with me. You're a good example.
Maybe someday I can show you my home.
I'd really like that. And I have a feeling I'm probably showing you my home before our journey ends.
You can show me what fishing is.
You haven't gone fishing yet? Man, that's right. We don't really have much time to do free time. Should have shown you on the ship instead of yoga. That would have been more beneficial. All right. I'll show you fishing.
Okay.
Big fish, little fish, red fish, blue fish. Quite amazing.
So he will give you a pet, and there's a little tiny bit of a smile on his face that he's suppressing, but it's there.
I see it. I see it right there. I like it.
Do you need anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna drink myself to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna drink that much. I'm gonna stay watch.
But you will sleep.
I'm sure you guys will be watching out over me, so I appreciate it. I'll do the last watch. How's that?
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Even better. Tell Ophelia she could do my watch.
Okay. I can teach you a Neuralis lullaby for you to be able to sleep to.
You know what? If that's with your bone whistle, I think I'm, maybe tomorrow. I think, actually, might be better.
Oh, okay.
I like it for awake rituals.
Okay.
Good night, Resident. Appreciate it.
Good night.
All right.
Are you just gonna sit over there and watch me again when I sleep? Is this what's happening?
I will be working on things and in my trance also.
I just remember that one time when he sat over me and watched, so I was just making sure.
I will just be here in case you need something.
Appreciate it.
Okay. So, what is that thing that you're going to be working on?
I mean, I probably would pull out a little piece of the leather and make a small, not as big as one on my chest because I don't have as much leather, but make a small dove out of the white leather for him to have as a patch.
Okay. Sounds good. So with that, as the bit of conversation comes to an end, eventually the studying comes to an end as well. What will... About midnight, you all eventually do manage to go find rest. What is the order of watch? Ophelia will be taking the last one, as suggested by Gideon.
I mean, we have a good amount of people here, and especially most of us are elves, so I feel I don't mind helping for 2 and, or just 1. I can go first or keep assisting, Rosa for a bit and then asleep. I don't know. We have a lot of people though, so.
Okay, well, I need to know an order.
I'm gonna do the middle section as my trance. I'll do the outer edges as when I'm watching.
Okay. So we'll just have Revenant and Ophelia then at the very end then. Revenant at the beginning, Ophelia and Revenant at the end. So.
My question is, does Ophelia seem like she needs help with me keeping her focused with kind of praying and like figuring out what to do with the Selune's blessing, or does she seem like she could do it?
She
seems
if okay. Yeah, so she seems to be doing actually pretty all right.
Yeah, okay. Because maybe I could do I could do my last half with her.
Okay.
And then first with like a second or third.
Okay.
I don't remember what Ophelia was, sorry.
Ophelia was the last one.
Oh yeah, so I could do third, fourth.
Okay. And then Alize will just first and second.
First, yep.
Okay. All right. So with that, as we are on the first watch, Revenant and Alize, as you're just standing there, keeping watch on things, go ahead and make perception checks for me.
It's an 18.
22.
Okay. As you're keeping the watch, the house does randomly creak in the middle of the night. You swear you hear different sounds, but nothing really seems to be out of the ordinary that you could necessarily tell.
Okay.
Who has the information about the headband thing?
Rosa does. Rosa and Ophelia both have them.
Mm-hmm.
I think whoever is awake should have those. So I would probably ask for one, and we can give the other one to Alize.
Oh.
Just for the watches, whoever's watching, to have them separate and make sure they're being watched.
Sure. Yeah, I would be fine with that. I'm turning on a lamp.
So I'll have one. Alize has the other for now. But yeah, otherwise, just working on my leather stuff.
Okay.
In any extra time.
Right. Alize, anything you doing on this watch, or?
Keeping an eye out.
Okay. So eventually the hours pass and Revenant, you start to enter into your trance of sorts. As Alize, you're largely by yourself on this watch. Eventually, I'd say at this point, go ahead and make for me another perception check as you're taking a look out.
Oh. That's 23. One more.
Okay. 23. All right.
And Cal would be helping too.
All right.
So I don't know if you want me to roll for him.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay. And he has a 22. That was high.
So, as you are going through the night and up where largely everyone is sleeping in different rooms and that kind of thing, Al doesn't seem to catch anything worthy of note. But Alize, as you're kind of looking, you swear at one point you hear the creaking of floorboards around where you are, and you kind of see, almost like up in the rafters almost, there is some slight movement.
Okay. I'm going to mentally ask Cal to use his invisible detecting eyes and see if he can see anything first. If he can just look up.
He does not detect anything invisible. Like no
Okay.
scrying, no outer aura, that kind of thing.
Okay. I mean, I can fly up there, so I feel like she would she hasn't had her wings out this whole time, but well, I guess for sleeping she would. So, she'll have them out and she'll fly up there and be at the ready with her sword, and then have Cal next to some of the others to wake them up if needed. And she'll also yell anyway, so.
As you go ahead,
yelling as a hold action.
As you go ahead and fly out, alerting everyone to the presence, does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
That'll be 6 points of piercing damage, followed by 6 points of poison damage. As you suddenly feel a dagger go flying right into your shoulder blade, and ding! At that moment you look and you see what looks to be a darkly cloaked figure wearing an expressionless silver mask with a dark cylinder right on the top of the forehead, and several, almost 3 more figures additionally cloaked in type robes make their appearance. You recognize these as agents of Shar. Roll for initiative.
I knew we should have stayed in the temple.
One looks like Shadowheart, though. Don't kill her. Just try and help
we
her.
especially kill her.
Well, we're definitely going to try and date her for sure after we help her through ever her challenges. She just don't have her memories and all that. So,
Oh my God.
So with that, we'll go ahead and... so go ahead and place your... These are the rooms. Revenant and Gideon, you guys would probably be in the same room. I imagine Ophelia and...
Yeah, we're sharing
Oh
a
my
room.
gosh. Okay, so for some reason, let me go ahead and adjust the map background here real quick. There. So that way the folks at home can actually see everything, because Roll20 was not wanting to play nice. All right.
Where's Elaway?
Elaway is off in a different side of the room, side of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. They got sent to the map layer. They got sent to the map layer, not the token layer. Okay, 1 second.
Which one am I? Yeah, and then
you're attacking the one that looks like an assassin. The one up here.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with that, everyone go ahead with initiatives. So Alize.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Gideon.
got to do the math. 11.
Rezamin.
13.
13. So, and then Rosa.
20.
Okay. All right. With that. Oh, I'll say Rosa and Alize for dexterities. I believe Alize has the higher dexterity between the two of you.
I have an 18.
Between who? Me?
Yeah, because you also got a 20, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry. You'll be going after Alize. So with that, as suddenly you all are alerted to everything going on. You hear the sound of Alize getting hit with a dagger of sorts. With that, you suddenly see this one's going to go ahead and disappear from the banister and are going to reappear over here. But has another dagger draw and is going to go ahead and that'll be its turn. As Alize, you are up.
Okay, well, she is also going to disappear and reappear here with her sword with Misty Step. And she's gonna take a strike.
Okay.
Does I feel like it's been a while since combat.
It has been.
Does an 18?
That hits.
Oh, sorry. A 19. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. And then she's also going to do Dreadful Strikes and Favored Foe.
Okay.
On this. Okay, that. And I double this. Well, I needed 2 6s, so. Okay, so what's the do you need me to parse out the damage of psychic versus the okay. Sounds good. So okay. So it's 8, 9. 18.
Okay. It's going to look at that and try to dodge out of the way. It's going to use a reaction to Uncanny Dodge. It's going to reduce that by half.
Okay. And I'll do my second attack then. And that is a 20. Not a natural 20, just a 20.
That hits.
Okay. And this is just the one. Which okay. 11 on that one.
All right. All right. So that's your turn then?
Yep, and she is just yelling.
Okay. With that, Rosa, you are up.
Okay. Yeah, she hears the yelling and she'll kind of like pop out of bed. I'm trying to think. I had like ship spells prepped for, when we were on the ship. So they're kind of interesting right now. I think for now, actually, can I, with the spike growth, if I like poke my head out and I see there's a bunch like right there, but it's so big though, I think it would get everybody.
It's so big it could get everybody, and you would know that it could potentially harm your own friends, potentially.
Right. Okay.
Rosa's intelligent and wise enough to know that.
Yeah. Okay. I think what I'll do then is I think she'll just get into healing mode for now. But I don't think she wants to do it like to bring attention to herself quite yet. So can I like go poke my head out and look where they are, and I'm gonna hold an action so when someone gets like when it looks like we're more seen, then I'll activate it. Does that make sense? I just don't want to draw attention to myself immediately. But I'm really glowy when it happens.
Okay, so I'll specify. What do you mean you? Do you mean you as in Rosa, or do you mean you as the party?
Huh?
What do you mean by
me? Me as in Rosa.
All right.
Because she assumes that they're probably looking for us too, potentially. Right. So like I just know when I do the starry form, I am bright, radiant light glowing everywhere. So I just want to hold my action to like activate that when it looks like they've actually spotted us.
Okay.
So I could still get it ready, but she just doesn't want to draw attention to her. I know it's kind of weird, but I'm just trying to work with like
how
I feel like her mind would work, I guess.
We'll see how it works. So we'll see how it works.
Sure.
Okay, so in that case, we'll go ahead and...
But I would kind of be looking and seeing, like, what's going on, though. I'm not hiding in the room. So, like, I'm, like, poking my head out, like around the corner a little bit, just trying to see where everyone is.
Right, absolutely. So right now you only see Alize is currently out there. With that, next up is going to be this priest as it goes ahead and walks on up, and gonna go ahead. Oh yeah, you're definitely within range, and you just see a bit of shadow reach into the hand, and does a. Let's see here. Does a modified 20 hit, Alize?
Yeah.
Okay. As Rosa, you look and you watch and you see a very familiar spell being cast here, but it seems to be upcast to inflict more damage as... suddenly, Alize, you just get hit, and that is 22 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, guiding bolt.
It was guiding bolt.
Yeah. The amount of people I've one-shot with guiding bolt is amazing. That is like a always hit spell for me when I'm a cleric.
All right. So that's going to be that one's turn. As Revenant, you are up.
Okay. So his eyes kind of lock back in from the trance, and he'll stand up and go to the door, open it up. I'm assuming I see two people in front of me.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm pulling my dagger out and I'm going to attack this guy.
All right. That guy. All right, got him.
Yep. Daggers, I guess. One in each hand. Natural 20 on the first one, which is my fancy dagger, so that's cool.
Yes.
First, I'm using it, and then I get the special ability to happen too. That's cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's sweet. So damage-wise, since it's not sneak attack, because I'm guessing he saw me coming.
Yeah, you flew open a door. That's kind of hard to miss.
Yeah. So 9 points of piercing damage, and then a wisdom saving throw.
All right. The wisdom. That will be a 15.
All right, he's fine then. But I'll swing with the other dagger.
Right.
That is a 19 to hit.
Excuse me. That hits.
For 2 more.
All right. Good hits. As you look, he looks over at you, goes, "We will have our prize."
Question.
Yes.
For my general knowledge, are there any traps nearby?
Not in this area specifically.
Okay.
But there are obviously the rotted floorboards they could potentially mess around with.
I was just going to see if I could lure somebody into a trap, but if there's nothing nearby, never mind.
All right, fair enough. All right. So if that's your turn then, go ahead and let's see that one. All right. Gonna go ahead and rush on up. As you see a third one emerge, it's going to go ahead and... Let's see. So he's actually suddenly... You see him, actually, this creature, this one moving a lot faster than normal. And that's going to go ahead... And he will go ahead rushing up and... Actually, never mind. That will be... And that'll actually go ahead and be his turn, as he does seem to be under the effect of a specific spell. Alright. With that, Gideon, you are up.
I'm awake, correct? Or
yes,
was
you
I
are definitely awake, both with the sounds of Alize yelling and the sound of combat. You are definitely awake.
Resident, oh my gosh, tell Alize and Ophelia. Oh no, that's not fine. Okay, yeah, let's get up. And I'll get out of bed, swing and grab his glaive. Not wearing much, I was gonna say that. Just, you know, maybe a robe or something. Socks. He's got socks on at least.
Heart boxers. I feel like
boxers,
he would
for sure.
I feel like he would be the type that would wear heart boxers.
There's secretly Drizzt hearts on his boxers.
This is straight up just dungeon crawler Carl at this moment. Like
it's either that or weary traveler boxers. Yeah. It's one of the two. Yeah, it's just sport them. They came out with some good gear. Is there enough room to get out the door?
Yes.
Kind of a weird. All right.
It is. It's the best I could get it centered.
Yeah, no worries. I just wanted to make sure.
You know, you're good.
Because technically he's got reach as well, but he will come sliding out. Wait, no. What's my movement? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I guess I can move there. Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna do Tom Cruise sliding out. It'll be like, well, I knew we'd see you eventually. Looking at the Sharnites. I'm going to... I haven't done this in a while. Look at the one in front fighting Rezavin, and I'll just say, look, we could talk about it, but you picked the wrong moon, lady. And I'll start whispering some Selunite prayers and do dissonant whispers.
All right, so that'll go ahead and be a wisdom save on their part. Okay, that'll be a 24.
Apparently you're pretty religious. So that doesn't work, but I think he does at least half damage, right? Yeah. So 8 plus 3, whatever 11 halved would be.
That'll be 5.
And then he will go ahead and rage up as he kind of puts his glaive together, swinging it, and the flames will start licking up his face. But instead of fear, he's just smiling because he's at Resident's side.
Yep. With that one, the one right in front of you, Resident, it's going to look at you, and just suddenly you see sickly green energy going around its hand, and it's going to just go ahead and fire right at you, even though this is going to be a disadvantage. That might still hit with a 17.
Yep.
All right. As you suddenly just feel a bit of strange sickness just come over you, as you take 15 poison damage. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. 20.
All right. You feel a little bit of sickness coming over you, but you manage to shake it off just ever so slightly. And at that moment, he's actually going to go ahead and stay put there. That'll be its turn as Ophelia is up. And she's like, oh, come on, Rosa, let's just get this over with. And she's going to go ahead and rush, slam open the door. And at that moment, you are noticed, and your thing can go off.
She's trying to be so sneaky, and Ophelia does that, and she's like, Oh, dang it.
At that point, before her attack goes off, your trigger happens of you are definitely noticed at this moment.
I liked the mental image too of like Ophelia just kicking down the door and then lights like behind her.
Pretty much. It's very spectacular. This is a dramatic entrance. Okay, so you have activated your star form as Ophelia is going to go ahead and rush on over and engage the one that you are currently fighting, Alize. Let's see. All right, she's going to make her first attack, as the first attack is actually... That one's going to miss with a 13. It goes a little bit wide as the one takes a dagger and kind of takes, blocks her longsword and then deflects it away. The second attack is going to go and swing, and that one's going to hit with a 27. Oh, I'm sorry, no, a 23. I was looking at the wrong number. 23. It's going to go ahead and swing on it, and you see just this divine energy surging through her blade. This is going to be... That'll be 17 points of damage on this one. All right, and I'll say with this, Gideon, as you witness Ophelia channel this divine energy into a blade, you swear you feel something almost kind of shake within your glaive.
Okay.
Okay, getting back to the top of the order. This one's going to go ahead and look around and just goes, we will have our prize. Going to go and make one attack on you. Actually going to go and make an attack on Ophelia. First attack, that's actually probably going to miss with a 16. That does miss, as Ophelia takes the blade and also deflects against the dagger, and then turns around. Do you see the assassin almost drop the dagger from one hand to another, and then swings around and goes for you, Alize, as that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll be 6 points of piercing damage, followed by 4 points of poison damage.
You're pretty hurt.
Ouch. Yeah.
You're really speaking of beating over there.
Gonna go ahead and bonus. She's gonna go ahead and bonus action disengage, and gonna go ahead and rush back over to here. That'll be the assassin's turn, and Alize, you are up.
Cool. Gonna utilize Zephyr Strike as she's running away. And 23.
That hits.
Hit. Cool. Let's do some damage. How's she looking, by the way?
She's definitely looking bloodied.
Okay. This is...
To use a 4E/5.5 term.
Okay. Cool. So that is a D8. And then I need that extra. Then I have... Sorry, I have to collect all these. Okay, that's from that. That's from that. That's from that. Now we roll. Whew. Okay. 24.
24 damage?
Yep.
Right. As you go ahead, rush on up, you take your short sword and just slash the assassin across the throat, and they are dead.
Okay. Alize is angry. She is covered in blood of her and this assassin, and she's gonna look over at this other and go for a strike as well.
Chalice scares me more than the cultists do.
You're not getting away. Does 20?
That hits.
Okay. Nine.
All right. 9 points of damage as you go ahead and hit this priest and just slash against the arm, and they go, "We will still get it. Mark my words." Okay, that's your turn, Alize. Rosa, you are up.
Okay. Resident got pretty hurt too, right?
You didn't even see me get hit, so you're fine.
Well,
Al's is worse.
Oh, no. I know. I can just do 2.
Yeah, I did get hit, though, yes.
Oh my gosh, I can't move this. Okay. I'll come out of the room. And then for... Yeah, I'll come up behind. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. So sorry. Oh, can I just say, this morning I was putting on mascara, and the second I was done, I sneezed.
Oh,
worst.
I hate that. So
worst.
angry.
I know, it happens all the time to me, too.
Yeah, it does. In middle school, that happened to me every day, and that's just the worst time for that to happen. Anyway.
You would think you'd learn to sneeze before you put it on, and maybe just kind of wait 10 minutes.
Listen, sneezing doesn't wait. It just does.
Over that.
Knows the right time to do it.
It's like when you're sneezing when you're driving.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna 2nd level cure wounds Alize.
Okay.
So please hold. Okay, that's 12 back to you. And then Lil Sparkle Star shoots over to Revenant. For 7.
How much was mine,
Thank you.
Rachel?
I don't remember.
I was
Alright,
listening
roll the
for
other
it,
number.
and then it like blanked out, and I was like, "Wait, I was paying
Oh.
attention. What was the number?"
I think it was 12. Because I
12,
rolled
okay.
I rolled a 5 and a 4 plus 9 plus 3. Yeah, so 12.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. I knew I had a 2 in it, but I was like, it's not 22, is it? That seems like a lot.
Yeah, no. I wish. That'd be great.
Thanks.
And I think she would say, because she's hearing like them talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think she would just say like, "What do you even want? There's nothing even here."
We are here to finish the job.
And then I think she gets scared and doesn't say anything. We tried.
We did our best, guys. We did.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah, I used all my bonus action, and I'm done.
All right. This one is up, and you just see going into their hand, starting to palm some energy, and eventually you see a thick element of webbing coming out, as eventually hitting into almost like this exact area of sorts.
Oof.
Counterspell.
You do not have counterspell.
Well, I tried.
That was what his deal was. He gets counterspell.
Isn't that what I'm feeling in my glaive?
Yeah, so suddenly this whole area gets covered in a thick area of web that is a difficult terrain. If you start your turn there, you will need to make a dexterity saving throw. So basically, or if you enter into it or start your turn there, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. But it is difficult terrain. That's the bigger element. With this one is going to go ahead and then move on back. I'm just going to make sure here. It's going to go and move back there. And then that is its turn as Revenant. You are up.
So I'll just kind of loop around to flank with Gideon to start off. With my dagger. Uh, 18. Wait, that's my special dagger. 20 to hit. Sorry.
That hits.
And that will be for 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Looking really rough.
And I will... Yeah, I'll just go with my other dagger again.
Okay.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
For 4.
Okay, still up, but looking really beat up at this point.
Nice.
All right.
All right, going back to the first one's turn, that's right in front of you, Alize, and you see clutching this this symbol around their neck and almost centering from the center point of the mask, a bit of energy surges forward, and on the one that's right in front of you, this moment, I'm going to go ahead and... You see the other priests that have been hit suddenly get healed back up.
Mm.
All right, and with that, that is going to go ahead and be its turn. As Gideon, you are up.
Yeah, I think this will be better. I was gonna have some like really weird, fun things to do that turn, but I think I'll do the smart thing. I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action, Celestial Revelation as well, and expand his aura out. As the flames kind of circle around as well, and I'll just go ahead and take my first attack against this guy.
Okay.
I'll do reckless. Well, I guess I don't have to. Never mind. Do I have to? I always have to choose it on the first attack, though, right?
Yes, that's high house rule.
Yeah, so I'll do reckless.
Well, I mean, you're already flanking, so
I might not be on the second attack though, so that's why I'm just gonna go and call it now.
Fair enough.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Potentially. So fortune's dice I can reroll once, right?
Yes.
Reroll weapon.
You can reroll weapon damage die a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. That's something that I adjusted.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll. All right, so that's 21. I'm raging, so first attack will be plus. Do I need to divide up radiant, necrotic, or regular?
No. No.
Okay. 21, 28, 31 points of damage on that attack.
Wow, that's crazy.
They are still up. It looks like that bit of healing that happened kept them up.
He like starts to turn around and like just looks over his shoulder.
But they're looking really beat up after that hit.
You're supposed to go down after that one, and I'll swing again. That'll be 21.
That one hits.
Oh my gosh, you kidding me? I'll just let it go. 18 points on that one.
All right. And on that one, as you go, and you're saying you should have gone down on that one. This one, you go swing down, and you manage to go ahead and strike them as they fall to the ground dead.
And then I'll just slowly start walking over here. Hello, my friend. Your turn. And I'll end my turn, and it takes 3 points of necrotic damage.
All right, that is 2. All right. All right. This one is dead. And that is your turn. And with that, Ophelia is up. She's going to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, or at least try to. I'm going to make sure. Yep, that's the one that's holding concentration. And that is going to be a 13 on her part. That is not enough. And she is currently goes into the weapon and goes, and she's just currently trying to break through, but she is restrained.
Oh, can Rosa go, hey,
what?
Use your Fey powers.
I never think about that kind of stuff. I just thank you. But and with that, that is basically her turn, unfortunately. As Alize, you are up. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. (26)
Okay. You're able to, you look down, you're like, what is this? And you are fine. You are not restrained. You are still in difficult terrain, but you're not restrained.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, and she'll just probably... Well, no, it's not my turn yet, so...
No, it is your turn.
Oh. Okay, well, she's just floating, flying at this point, and she'll just go over to the other side and try to swing at this person again.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit? Wow.
That hits.
Oh, okay, cool. So first one, 7. Okay, they're still up.
Yep.
Okay, she's gonna swing again. 21.
That hits.
Okay, and she's going to do her next dreadful strikes and favored foe. 19.
Okay. Definitely looking pretty bloodied at this point.
Okay. Alze's just looking upset and intense and focused.
Okay. That moment, it looks. They're looking around, going. Your line will end here. As they're looking at you, Rosa and Ophelia. And with that, Rosa, you are up. I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
16, surprisingly.
All right. You are not restrained, but you are in the middle of difficult terrain.
Okay. Is anyone still pretty hurt? Like, Alize, how are you doing?
I'm half.
You're half? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will... Hold on, I have to read one thing. Yeah, I will bonus action use my Fey step to go by Alize over here. And look at Faye, and look at Ophelia, and be like, see this? She's trying to be helpful, though she's not trying to even taunt her. It's just like, see, remember?
Yeah, very older sister energy type deal.
Absolutely. And then for my action, I will heal Alize. I'll go level
10.
Yeah, we're gonna pull a Carson. We're gonna pull.
Level.
We're gonna pull a Carson's here, or pull a Pathfinder Second Edition. Take your poison, viewers.
The moon really likes me. Okay, we go way back.
7 back to you.
Thank you.
And Gideon or Rezavan, how are you guys? You good, Rezavan?
Just a little down.
Okay.
So.
Well, you get 4 back. I rolled a 1 on my dice, so maybe that'll top.
I'm still a little down.
No, okay.
All right, that's your turn. Then?
Yeah, and I'm just kind of hiding behind Alize though, because I definitely don't like the sharp person.
Yep. With that, the one that's in front of you, Gideon, gonna go ahead and take a. You see almost like this scythe come out on their hand. I'm gonna go ahead and take a swing at you for a natural 20.
Yeah, that's. Go ahead.
So that'll go ahead and be. If I can get the dice correct. While you're raging, that'll go ahead and be. That'll be 4 points of slashing damage, followed by. That'll be 13 poison damage.
Oof.
And then the second attack, that'll go ahead and be a 17 to hit.
Yes.
All right. That'll be 3 points of slashing damage, so only 1 while you're raging. And then...
Was that 4 before, or was that 2 then?
No, that was 4 before. I halved it.
So it was 8 down. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Because it was a crit.
Right.
And that will be 10 points of poison damage.
Oh, I can do this all day.
So, and I'll need you to go ahead and make a... No, never mind. I'm reading the wrong thing. Nope, that's their turn. With that, Rezavan, you are up.
All right. So, Rezavan will stare down at the one by Gideon, and this green ghostly energy emerges from him and just shrieks out towards him and charges him. And while that's shrieking out towards him, I'm gonna use my Blessing of the Raven Queen to appear on the backside of him, and then I'll just kind of whisper, "Aralis is with you," to Gideon. And as this green entity shrieks into the cultist guy or whatever he is, and he has the whole channel divinity thing on him with Path to the Grave.
Right, yes. Okay. So I'll go ahead and mark him here.
Love it.
All right. So
smart, you flanked too. That's a good move.
So is that that's your turn then, or?
Oh, I'm setting him up. Yeah, this is a Gideon setup move.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. That the other priest you see goes, looks to the other priest, the one that's in front of you, Alize, looks to the other one. Till the end, keep on fighting. 2.
All the dice he's picking up.
You all could find a new career change. I mean, it is an option,
Lenny's nice.
That'll be, we'll never follow that moon witch. As you see the
Raven Queen.
As you see the one that's in as the one that's actually in front of you, Alize, is going to go ahead and does heal itself. Or to make sure I'm entering this correct.
One of us needs to learn counterspell.
All right. It is still at that point. Gideon, you are up.
He'll like just be talking over his cheek and then kind of sees this move there and his eyes just glint for a second. He's like, oh, I think I like paralysis. And he'll just kind of do like one of those over the top swings and come down.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's bad. 15.
That misses as it goes a little bit, and you see the cultist just step to the side, and your glaive goes right into the floorboard. Bits of splinter go flying up.
You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that.
Oh, did you roll with advantage, actually?
Yeah, I was with advantage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I rolled pretty bad on that one. He's like, you didn't see that. Look away, look away, look away, look away. Much better. 27.
That one hits as you take it up out of the floorboard, and this time take it and almost like do a little bit of like an upswing motion.
That. It's gonna be 23 plus. Can I re-roll it on ability ones
No.
or just the weapon?
Just the weapon.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
When I say 23.
You said 23, yeah.
6 and 29 points of damage.
Woo!
And double it.
Double it.
So 29.
He's vulnerable to all damage.
Right, that's right. So 29, so that is 58. No.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
For a split second there, I was like, I did my math wrong. No, I did it right. 58 points of damage. So as you go and do that, you feel, Gideon, almost bits of your glaive starting to vibrate ever so much as you see this imagery of this spectral thing that Revenants sent before, and you just completely, like almost like squishing a tomato, just whoosh, just go, and it explodes in
the ghostly energy just like grabbing and pulling where he hits and pulling the guy apart even more.
It is like straight out of an 80s horror movie with this visceral gore that's on display. Very much dead. And with that one, the web actually goes away. Because they're dead. They can't concentrate on that spell anymore. So,
come on, Ophelia, stop sleeping. You got this, right?
I could really do with that. I was sleeping already. Now I'm awake fighting these things. Don't get me wrong, but... And with that, that's your turn then, Gideon? You still have a movement.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll just come up there.
And with that...
Just slowly just covered in blood and just slowly walking up on him covered with his friend's blood. While dressed in like heart boxers. Actually,
horrifying image, psychopathic image.
I'll actually be moving 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
So I don't hurt them. I just realized that.
That's fair.
But it'll still do 3 points of damage.
Yeah, just this pure psychopathic image right now that's being conjured up with Gideon. And almost seemingly out of spite, you just see... oh, wrong one. Ophelia, now that she's no longer being restrained, slowly jaunt her way up to this other one. And she's going to go ahead and make an attack roll on him. This guy is definitely flanked. That's going to hit with a 19. And she'll go ahead and pump a smite into this one.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
13. That'll be 21 points of damage. As he is looking... He's looking bloodied, and he's going to go ahead and make her second attack. Well, that was not the right one to smite, as that's a natural. As the second one's a natural 20.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Really?
She is
Might again.
She is
Might
she,
again.
she is out of her. She is out of smites. She doesn't have that many smites.
Ah.
So with that, but she still did decent damage as she did 11 points of slashing. Hold on. Yeah, 11 points of slashing. So.
Yay!
For a split second there, I almost defaulted to Pathfinder 2nd Edition where you multiply everything. I haven't played Pathfinder in nearly a year, mind you. I don't know why that suddenly came back.
Burn in your brain.
Yep. So with that, it's they're up. This cult is looking like they're on their last legs. We will always be coming for you. And with that, Alize, you are up.
I'd pick another god if I were you. She's gonna...
I'm going to her now.
Yeah, you are. 26.
That hits.
Okay. And I'm doing my last set. Extras. It's a d6 daily, not... 18.
And just in saying, as yes, you are, you take your short sword and almost as if ceremoniously executing someone, ram it right through their chest, and they are dead.
With the precision of someone who's probably too practiced.
Who has done this very much before. And
We're getting really
eventually,
good at this.
and eventually, as we have started that round of combat, you see Elway slowly rushing over. What happened? So, I heard commotion. I heard combat. I was trying to make it over as quickly as possible.
Sorry.
And with that, Elway runs over to you, Rosa and Ophelia, and embraces both of you. Are you both all right?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Oh,
Fine.
yeah, it's not my blood.
Yes.
Annoyed.
I have
fine.
I have a lot of questions, but anyway. Yes, the Sharans can be very annoying to deal with.
Yeah, they seemed pretty intent on, I don't know, finishing everyone tonight or something.
It wouldn't surprise me if maybe they were trying to do something or maybe sending a message. But, I mean, maybe they knew you were in... But just leads me to believe that someone had to give the Sharans information on our family to begin with.
We've been seeing shadows and everything since we stepped foot in this place. I want to know who allowed such a more violent cult, religion, sect within the walls. If they're this violent...
Alize, you have to understand, this is Westgate. Anything is permitted in these walls.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing here.
Wasn't one of the Sharians staring at us when we came in?
Yeah, they knew we
Probably
came in.
recognized
So
us.
I don't know what
pointed out
other
the shadows,
information they
too.
would have told. What do you mean by that, Elway?
I mean, just from the very beginning, with the enchantments that we put on this structure, someone would have had to, maybe the higher-ups. And the fact that the Sharans are determined to take us out.
Oh, like maybe they were helping Dendar to dismantle some of this or something? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly, but I don't know. I just have theories.
Yeah. Maybe they would have something on them. I look at the bodies. I'll look though. I'll kind of
look through.
Yeah.
Anything.
Go ahead and make investigation checks.
Not sure if you can look through that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. The one that Gideon very much, that one is mutilated. I'm just gonna be honest with how much.
I might avoid that one. I don't want to look at that one.
With how much damage you dealt to him, it's gone.
Oops.
He's telling Ophelia, yeah, and then the ghost just sort of ripped the wound and was it was crazy.
That was almost a bit much even for my taste, but good on you.
I got 25 investigation for looking through everybody.
Okay. 25.
I got natural 20 for a 24.
Oh.
Resident, did you partake?
I would have guidance, probably Rosa.
Okay.
So if she wants to roll
okay.
that.
Well done. 27.
Okay. Gideon, did you partake?
Oh no, I'm telling Ophelia all my fun.
Fair enough. So
bragging.
Yeah, he's totally bragging because she's been besting him this whole time, but he kind of did a little better in that combat.
I do feel like she's been giving everyone crap this whole time. Yeah. So the second she makes a dumb move, we're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Was that a wound there? Did you get hit? Because I didn't actually at all this time. So
it's
kind of crazy.
So with that, and she's taking it, but do a bit of eye rolling with that. But with that, Alize and Rosa, as you both are looking over, you don't find much on the priests necessarily, outside of the usual vestiges and garments that you normally see assisted with Shar and worship. But even still, removing their masks, you actually find that they appeared to be drow. While the assassin is definitely a human man. And you actually find more information on the assassin than you do the priest. As you see, the priests are trying to do everything they can to keep everything as secret as possible. The assassin, however, just seems to be a person for hire.
Oh.
And while still having some bit of a devotion to Shar. And both of you are able to find... I'm going to make sure I get this correct. As I look at my notes here. Yes. So you're able to find... there is a letter saying that the sisters have returned. Kill them for the glory of Lady Shar. I care not for Cyril's demands. The blood of Selunites must flow. And as you look, you do find that there is with that 27, Alize. I'm sorry, Rosa. You do notice faintly, as it's almost trying to blend in with the parchment, but at a very specific element of putting it to the light, you see that there is what looks to be a sword symbol of sorts with a circle going around the blade itself. And for this, and I'll say around in the circle, there almost seems to be jagged, there seems to be almost fangs at the very top. So I'll say at that, go ahead and make for me a history check. Just Rosa.
20.
You recognize this as the symbol of House Fisher.
What does that mean?
You recognize the name was being shouted to you that Kane Fisher sends his regards from the pirates.
Oh, that was the assassin note?
So the assassin note had the symbol of House Fisher. The pirates was seen to be under the employ of Kane Fisher. He is a lord here in Westgate.
Yes.
He just has
so
more
the
shady
assassin
stuff
might
going
have been Fisher's if he was unaffiliated with. Well, the assassin looked like still affiliated with Shar?
Possibly.
Okay.
But if anything, maybe lose connections, not necessarily a devoted member of the church.
Okay. And then Cyril was the other, was that the leader of the Dendar people?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll like show the letter and say to Elway, yeah, I think you're right, actually. Talking about Cyril's demands in here, but they just really wanted to kill us instead. And look at that. See that? And I'm like pointing to like the barely perceptible symbol, and then like I'll even like
Is there a way to make that
and, like help you see it?
Is there a way to make symbols like that more visible?
You'd have to trace it.
Oh, okay.
Does it seem like that was unintentional, or is it like a sneaky symbol? Like
a sneaky symbol.
Like something you would only know how to look for. Kind of like money, like counterfeit money.
It's a sneaky symbol. It's
okay.
Like the little tiny spider in the one.
Like money?
Monies? Okay, yeah.
That makes sense. Came out there for a second.
Yeah.
So with that, LOA looks. I'm not necessarily familiar with this Cyril, but I am. It wouldn't surprise me if at least some lord of Westgate would potentially want our family out of the way.
Because the whole Selune temple trying to be nice to people?
Like,
or is there more political things that I'm not thinking of right now?
Well, the Selunite temple, but also just if, the lords of Westgate, notable heroes like your family, wanting them out of the way, potentially for political gain, or just not having to be worried about potentially being stopped by more noble individuals.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It was probably good we outran that boat, because, I don't know.
Yeah. I have a lot of unnoble words for them.
Would I know, like, when it comes to how the nobility works here, especially maybe House Fisher, like, is it one of those things where it's like, yeah, you just want to wipe out the whole family line, like, that is just better?
Yeah, there's an element. There's an element of buying your way to the top, and trying to own as many things as possible. But also wiping out the competition is not seen as an ill-gotten gain. You just can't be caught.
Yeah.
But even then, if you're caught,
it's probably gonna be fine.
Probably be fine. You may just get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I've seen my fair share of corrupted places. Don't get me wrong. We've already visited quite a few, but Westgate seems to really just gone the way of it. Like, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we settled here. Because,
a bastion of strength and...
I mean, trying to help things, I guess. I mean, it sucked growing up here, but whatever.
I was gonna say, were you trying to be assassinated on the regular?
No. I mean, well, we had enough protection all the time that... I mean, I was scared of it all the time, but, like, it never happened here, if that makes sense. I mean, now I think everyone's a lot more bold, though, because there's, like, security is gone now. The full, like, all my family's in together. Like, my mom and dad were really powerful. Like, we're seen as weakened right now, so of course everyone's gonna start trying to strike right now.
Well, I mean, your house has been looking ransacked.
Right.
As we can see, unfortunately. It's just... I don't know. I have half a mind to just go and politely not politely go and knock on everyone's doors but obviously we can't just go marching around doing that either. That's not necessarily right. You know, if the gods could just come down and smite, that'd be great.
Whoa, careful what you say about the gods.
I said come down and smite.
So Elway, also Cyril is the leader of Dendar right now, and Dendar's cult.
Well, that's concerning, but also, well, makes sense that the cult of Dendar probably call upon the Temple of Shar to do their dirty work.
Yeah.
Means doing something right.
They did not seem to care that much about the alliance anyway, if they were willing to break it off.
Well, they're Sharans.
No.
They care more about their own interests.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, she looks depressing. All right. Well, I'll do my best to stick around a little bit closer. You all get some rest for the rest of the night. Troubles will be with you in the morning. Try and sleep things off.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just about to pass off the torch of watching anyways. All right.
So, with that, as you all go having rest for the rest of the night, Gideon cleaning yourself off in some fashion.
Dives himself into a water bucket.
Pretty much.
God.
I'm gonna cast alarm around us before I go to sleep.
Solid. And
I'm just gonna knock on Rosa's door real quick before he goes to bed.
Okay. She opens it looking pretty amped. She's trying to calm down from the...
It's fine. Just me. No shamans.
Oh, hi. Yeah.
Hey, it's been a while since we talked, but just wanted to say something to you tonight. Maybe it's probably not something you want to hear now that I've gotten to know you as much. You don't want this responsibility or anything. Okay. And I didn't want to be on this adventure either, but I am proud of you for going on it. But you were talking about them striking because you guys are weak, scattered. You're not weak. And your parents might have been the ones that fought the war before. Now it's you and your sister. I know you don't want it, but I can tell you are mighty strong. You have done a lot to hurt what Dendar has been trying to do, and many other cults. So I know it's not something you want to be doing, but you are honoring your parents' work very well. I just wanted you to know that.
Thanks. She probably looks like she's really calming down from the whole event, and but she just says, I guess I'm in it now, so you sort of get used to it a little bit. Not really, but you get used to being terrified out of your mind at all times, I guess, but
you never get used to it. It's just like performing or raging. I get fearful every time I go up to form or rage, but I push through it with the help of my friends like Revenant and you now. So you can rely on us when you feel scared, but I think you're doing a mighty fine job for your family.
Thanks.
Wouldn't want to be following anyone else, all right? A little piggy promise. All right.
Oh, thanks. Okay, are you sleeping for real?
Yeah, Revenant helped me out. And that kind of got some anxiety out, Gallagher'ing that guy, so.
Oh my gosh, that was like a tag team I don't ever want to watch again, but very effective. So
that was amazing, but yeah, it kind of terrified me a little bit too. I was not expecting that ghost to do what it was going to do.
Like innocently blinking, like. Oh my gosh.
He's a good one, that resident.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me he helped, so that's good.
Yeah, who knows? I might be a Neuralian come tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh.
Well, maybe not tomorrow, just whenever. I'll put my application in.
Oh,
I'm gonna wait to hear back about it.
response.
Yeah, I'm anxious about that.
Oh. Does Resident think he'll accept you?
I mean, you put in a good word for me. I met his bone friend, his skeleton friend.
Oh.
He caressed my cheek.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that part, to be honest. It got frostbite, but
like, I think it probably means it's a good thing, yeah.
I don't really know, to be honest. I think so, but
quick, he didn't caress your cheek. He just spoke.
I think at some point he said he touched his cheek or something like that.
It felt
It was the breath.
The breath.
Oh, was it just the breath? It was
just the breath.
Closed. Yeah, maybe his breath caressed my cheek or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a strange experience.
Fair enough.
I thought it was like this, but I think it was more breath and his hog or something. But
Oh, that's not as bad.
yeah, every time I'll tell the story, I'll just change up a little aspect of it. Anyways, you know what?
Yeah.
You guys go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, good job, Rosa.
Okay, you too. Good night.
Thanks. Good night.
So, as you all find your way to your bed for the night, continuing the shifts in different ways, eventually the morning comes, and that's where we're going to tonight's session. As finally, Gideon is no longer under the effects of exhaustion.
Yeah. Hey.
You can stop rolling for death too.
So perfect.
All my characters are free.
Perfect. Well, all right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. It has been an absolute blast tonight to see just where everything's going. Things are really starting to unfold and the tension is starting to mount as we're starting to get more and more answers as to the goings on with Rosa and her family. So, with that, as always, thank you all so much for joining us on this adventure. We are happy to have you all along with us, whether that's through video or podcast, but we can't wait to continue on this adventure next week. So, until next time, everyone, keep being awesome. Cheers. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then consider subscribing to be notified when more go live. Thank you to our official artists, Rachel and Dee Lee, for the character art. You can follow them under their socials, Pip400 Art and Raphazil, respectively. If you want more D&D actual plays in between Revenants Wake, consider checking out games run by Mark and Mike on Twitch and YouTube under Marquee Gaming and Bardic Dice. And as always, thank you for the royalty-free music done by Kevin MacLeod, Ivan Dutch, Critical Role, and the Dungeon Playlist. Links to everything in the description below. And with that, we'll see you all next time.